it'll be posted for those that can't see it, or if you're really interested and just want to watch it on the weekend, you are welcome to do that as well. So welcome, my name is Justin Young. I am one of the assistant principals at River City High School. We are so excited and happy that you could make it tonight. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. I'm going to present the slideshow. Right now. And just a thumbs up if you're able to see the slideshow as well. All right. Fantastic. Thank you. So welcome. Like I said, my name is Justin Young. I am one of the assistant principals at River City High School. I did want to also just briefly introduce a few other people that are here. Our principal, Mrs. Billingsley, is also here on our meeting. Thank you, Mrs. Billingsley, for being here and for your support of our AP program.
Thank you, and thank you everybody for being here tonight, especially since we're all dealing with so many different things and juggling life. I appreciate you being here this evening, and I do want to give a shout out to the team also who is here and put a lot of work into this information. So thank you so much.
And thank you, Mrs. Billingsley. I wanted to also welcome our counselor, Ms. Stressler. She is our head counselor and also oversees our AP program as a site coordinator. That is Ms. Stressler. Thank you as well for being here.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
And I want to introduce Mrs. Smith also, who is not only an AP and AVID teacher, but she is the department chair. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mrs. Smith, with my definition of your title, but you're the department chair of our AP department of teachers.
Yes, the department lead, whatever, it's fine.
Department lead, there we go. Thank you. And I just wanted to welcome, we have a number of AP teachers who are here in attendance as well, and you'll have the opportunity to, at the end of this presentation, break off into their own separate Google Meets to chat with them about their classes and if they have questions. So for all of our AP teachers, thank you for everything you do and for being here. If you could just show everybody who you are by waving right now. All right. Well, thank you again for everyone that's here. So our statement about AP is, we're committed to every student's success, whether or not they are enrolled in AP courses throughout their career at River City High School. We want our kids, all of our kids, every single kid to be successful. And in that success, AP offers a really important avenue that students can be successful. And we're going to provide a brief overview of what AP looks like at River City, and then AP in general, some information about exams. And then, like I said, at the end, we will have the opportunity for you to join each teacher in their own Google Meet to chat with them about additional questions. If you have questions, if you don't mind just hanging on to those general questions until the end of this presentation, and I will stick around to answer those questions. Also though, we do have an opportunity for you to ask questions later if you think of a question or you don't want to ask it out loud. So I'm going to put that form in the chat box. So if you're interested in filling out that form, we would love you to do it just so that we know that you're here. We'll also add you to our distribution list about AP courses and information about AP exams. And then again, like if you have questions that you don't want to ask in public, or you'd rather just send them to us, we would gladly respond to those as well. All right, moving on. So tonight we're going to explore the benefits of taking AP at River City High School, benefits for the future once your children enroll in college and career and beyond. Talk a little bit about updates from last year's AP exam. We don't have too much information for what it's going to look like yet for this year due to the ongoing pandemic, but we'll share what we have. Talk a little bit about our course expectations, and then answer questions in general, and then class-specific questions. So what are AP courses? The basics are an AP class is really a college level class. So if your child is going to enroll, let's say at Sac State upon graduation, or UC Santa Barbara, where I went, one of their first 2 years of college is going to be an introductory course. So for example, if they're taking a US history class at the college level, that's what our AP courses mirror. So they mirror what the College Board, so that's the overall organization that oversees AP. They also oversee things like the SAT and PSAT. So all our courses are aligned with their standards and their expectations, and those are rigorous college level courses. And so just know that if your child enrolls or is currently enrolled in an AP class, they're participating in rigorous college level classes, writing, thinking, problem solving that you would see at the college level. Students that choose to can take AP exams in May. And last year, for those that were in AP exams, June was also an option due to the pandemic again. But those AP exams measure what their mastery and proficiency is in the standards. And so in general, it's on a 5-point rubric, those AP exams, 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest score. Students that receive a score of a 3 or higher, most colleges, not all colleges, but most colleges, they'll get college credit for taking those classes. So for example, a student that takes a US history class and receives a 3 or higher, in many colleges across the nation, if they take those classes, they won't have to take a US history class, an introductory US history class, and that'll go towards their college credits upon graduation. So this is an overview of all the courses that we offer at River City High School. And I can tell you, I've been at 3 high schools throughout my career, River City being the 3rd high school, and River City by far offers the most AP courses from the other high schools that I've been at. We have a number of AP courses that really are so diverse, and for students to choose from, it's amazing. Those are also posted on our website, and I can show you at the end of the presentation where you can go to find out additional information for AP, for what our AP program looks like at River City High School, and also a listing of our courses offered.
Justin, if I can interrupt momentarily, the form, the sign-in form, it does not have editable permissions for everyone.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I will share that. Thank you. I'll share that at the end of the presentation as well. Thank you so much for bringing that to my attention. So this is some data and information about what AP looks like at River City High School. So currently this school year, we have 430 students that enrolled in AP courses, some taking 1, throughout the year. Some taking 4 or 5 even. And those 430 students make up 19% of our student body, which is an increase of 1%. So over the past 5 years, we've had an additional percent of students each year enrolled in AP courses. And our goal is just to continue growing and increasing access and participation in AP at River City High School. We had the most AP exams ever taken last year at River City High School, which was 475, which was a nice increase. And something we're really proud of is over the past 5 years, students that have received a score of 3 or higher, so that qualifying score of 3, where many colleges give credit to students that pass it or that get a 3 or higher on the AP exam, we've seen a 10% increase of students getting 3s or higher at River City High School, which is 68.5% of our students getting 3s or higher, which is, I can tell you, an incredible increase when you look at other schools across the nation. And you really want to see those numbers continue to increase, because ideally we would want all of our students to receive a 3 or higher, but these AP exams are very challenging. And so 68% is very high, and we're really proud of our students, and of course our AP teachers that have prepared them to be so successful on exams. So some benefits of taking AP courses at River City High School. Again, like I've mentioned already throughout this presentation, they're exposed to rigorous college level content. They're getting those experiences that they're going to get once they go to college, but they're going to have the upper hand because they've taken college level classes. And not only is it the content, but it's the skills that they're learning, the problem solving skills, the reading, the writing, which are all college level skills that they have that foundation and that exposure to. That's only going to lead students to be more successful once they reach college. It's also valued in the college admission process. Even schools that don't offer credit for students that receive a 3 or higher, but they see that students are enrolled in AP courses, that again gives them the upper hand in terms of a student that may have, a 4.0, but has never taken an AP course before. And then, like I said previously, that credit, that opportunity to potentially earn college credit. I'm sorry, that is so small. I was trying to fit way too much, but there's also financial benefits from taking AP courses, because the research shows that students are more likely to complete a college degree on time because, one, they may be getting that extra college credit from receiving a 3 or higher on AP exams, but also just that experience, that preparation for college is going to allow them to be more successful. And as you know, college is incredibly expensive. Just the cost of tuition alone has skyrocketed over the past decade, even for in-state schools like the University of California and California State University systems. And so the average for an in-state school tuition, and this is from last year, was $23,410. And that includes tuition, fees, room and board, and other expenses. And so just imagine students that take the AP classes and subsequently AP exams and get 3s or higher. That's, again, potentially reducing their course load in college, and again, freeing up some financial space. Again, also, students can move to upper level college courses sooner. They have more opportunities to pursue double major if they're going into college with that credit already and want to graduate on time still, and have time to even travel abroad because again, potentially getting that college credit, or just being so prepared for college that they're going to be so successful that they can have those extended opportunities. So AP exams and college credit. This year, Washington Unified School District has graciously offered to pay for all students who have registered to take an exam. So the cost for taking an exam is free. So we really, really encourage every single one of our students to take the exam. The Washington Unified School District also paid last year because of the pandemic and is really excited about doing it again this year. And that's really exciting for our staff and our students because, again, that financial opportunity, that financial barrier is not there. So kids that are taking 4, 5 classes don't have to pay for AP exams. So our teachers and our staff are really encouraging all of our students to take the exam because of not having those financial potential barriers. For this year, for students that are currently enrolled in AP courses in the spring semester, February 26th is the deadline for registering. Again, there's no cost this year, and so there's no deadline for paying because that's all paid for by Washington Unified. But to actually register for the exam, that deadline is February 26th. For students that took AP exams in the fall semester, they've already registered for those exams, and that's done through AP Classroom. So the College Board, again, which is the overarching organization that oversees AP, created this AP Classroom, I believe 2 years ago, and that's where the students register, and their teachers are there to support them. Ms. Stressler, our counselor, is more than happy to help them in that process as well, if needed. So let's talk a little bit about what the exam looks like. Normally, AP exams tend to be about 3 hours with multiple sections, often with reading and writing and multiple choice. Last year, due to the pandemic, all exams were 45 minutes and were virtual. That was very unique and a one-off from last year. Unfortunately, this year, we really do not have any more information about what the exams are going to look like. The College Board has said they're going to release that information at the beginning of February. As soon as that information is released, you can count on your teachers, the Stressler, and myself and the school will get that information out to parents in the community so that you have an idea and your children have an idea of what AP exams are going to look like. The College Board has said they want the exams to be much more comprehensive than last year, but we really don't know in terms of what that's going to look like. But as soon as, again, we have definitive answers and information, we will provide that. Right now on the College Board's website, there's 5 or 6 bullet points about what they're thinking, what it could look like, what it may not look like, but that's all any of us have. But again, like I said, we will get that information to you as soon as we have that. So each college and university has its own policies about credit. Some give students credit for receiving a 3 or higher. Some universities just say, no, you know what? That's great that you took an AP course and you're more prepared for college. You took a rigorous class, but we don't offer credit. And so each one has its own. This website through the College Board, collegeboard.org/AP credit policy, you can search any school to see what their policy is. Because again, unfortunately, there's not a uniform policy. So AP course expectations at River City High School, they fulfill our A through G requirements that all our students need in order to graduate and qualify for 4-year universities. Every single one of our AP courses sets students up for success because that goes for requirements and credits to graduate. And then for example, the UC system and the Cal State system, those requirements are fulfilled by taking AP courses at River City High School. Grades are weighted, and so that's another benefit for students for their grade point average at River City High School. If students receive a C or higher in their AP courses, grades of a C minus or lower will not be weighted, and so they don't get that GPA bump if it's below a C minus. But our hope is that for all our students to get above a C, and our high excelling students that are enrolled in AP courses often do succeed with those. So there is some, sometimes students that are taking maybe 2 or 3 AP courses realize, oh my gosh, this is a lot of stress, because it is a college level course, and we totally understand that. And we want to work with the students. We want to do what's best for students to be successful. And so if a student does choose to drop an AP course in the future, there's a couple expectations that we have. They do so by the second Friday of the term, because if they were to drop, then they're going into another class and they're going to be potentially 2 weeks behind. So there is a cutoff date for that. They contact our counselor, Ms. Stressler, who oversees AP, to let her know. And then we set up a conference with you as a parent, the student's AP teacher, your child, of course, the counselor, and one of our administrators, just so we can talk through, have a better understanding, see if there's anything that we can do to support the students. Because really, we want our students to, if they make the decision to enroll in AP courses, we want them to stay, and we want to set them up for success. And so oftentimes it's just talking through, answering questions, because our teachers are absolutely incredible and are setting our students up to be successful and build those skills at that rigorous high level that AP classes are. So as registration is upon us, it's coming up very soon, we ask our students to take some time to consider. This should be actually for, if it was before this semester. So apologies about that. But, for students that are thinking about taking, for example, an AP course next spring, so spring of 2022, we ask them to think about it in December of next year. I know that's thinking way ahead, but there may not be room in other classes. So that's the other issue. And so we want to ensure that if they really don't want to enroll in AP or stay in that AP class, that there's actually room for them to be in another class, and also not stop another student that had wanted to enroll in an AP course, but there was no room. And so we do ask that they make that decision before the school year starts. So that would be for December of next year, or even in June of this year for next fall semester. So we do have a contract with our AP expectations. I'm going to share that. I will put that in the chat box, and then I will present that. So all students that enroll in AP courses are expected to read through this with you and, ultimately think about it if you have any questions. And the first two I had talked about already with the A through G requirements. But, if you do fail an AP course, because it is an A through G requirement for graduation, you may not have time to make up those necessary credits before graduating or before going to college. So just keep that in mind. Weighted grades, again, students that receive a C or higher get that bump in their weighted grade point average. talked about that third point as well. If a student decides to drop the AP course, we ask that it's done by the second Friday of the term. You talk with our counselor, Ms. Stressler, and then we have that parent-teacher conference to discuss a little bit more. And, you know, we have open access for our students in AP courses. We want students that are interested in enrolling to access, but, you know, these are often signs that if students are going to be really successful, if they're highly motivated, they're organized, they're directed, they collaborate with others, you know, behavior's not an issue, they're proficient with basic technology, which I think everybody really is now. We've had to become over the past almost year, having post-secondary goals. So upon graduation, what they want to do, having a 3.33 or higher in core classes. So, you know, having a solid GPA also of, and then a B or higher. So for example, a student that wants to take, let's say, AP US History, and I keep using that as an example because that's the subject of AP that I taught before I became an assistant principal. And so, you know, it's recommended that they demonstrate that they've been successful. So a student that in 10th grade takes world history and gets a B or higher, they're probably going to be really successful. And then of course attendance, because not only the class moves so quickly because it's a college level class, but being on the 4x4 schedule, we move even faster. And so having good attendance. And then this is our course offerings. My apologies, it says 2020, so I'm just going to update that.
And Mr. Young, the AP European History should be AP World History.
Yes, thank you. There we go. Okay. So that is all I have. I wanted to thank you so much for attending this. And now I will be around for additional questions that you have. But each of our teachers, and Ms. Stressler included, also has a breakout group. So if you have questions about counseling or the AP program in general, you're free to go to Ms. Stressler's section as well. But let me just post that link one more time for the attendance sheet. And my apologies about that.
I think you need to take off the restricted to Washington Unified.
Okay, thank you. That makes sense.
And Ms. Smith just posted the link with all of the Google Meets for the teachers. So parents and students can click on that and then choose whichever teacher or whomever they would like to go see.
The teachers are listed with their subjects that they teach so that you can pick. If you don't know what a teacher teaches, the subject is there as well.
My apologies, I removed myself from the meeting. But here is the link, and thank you, Ms. Smith, that was the issue. It was restricted, but if you'd like to fill that out, if you have additional questions that you think of or you just don't want to ask them right now, please fill that out, and also we'll add you to our AP distribution list with future information about the AP program and exams as well. But that's all I have. Thank you so much for being here, and we encourage you to attend any of the classes that you or your children might be interested in enrolling in the future, because we have so many of our amazing AP teachers here tonight that are willing to talk a little bit more specifically about their classes and answer questions that you may have.
Justin, I think the contract is not available to people to see.
Okay, I'm going to adjust that right now. Thank you, and apologies. Okay, it should work now. And I'll post that contract link one more time. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change that because that lets anybody edit it. So that's a great question, Tammy. We encourage students that are interested in taking AP World History to take it in their sophomore year, because junior year AP US History is offered, and then senior year AP Government is offered at River City High School. And like Mr. Horman, who's actually our AP World History teacher, it does fulfill their graduation requirement for taking World History, because all of our AP courses are A through G aligned. And so, yeah, student that takes AP World History is going to get that World History credit that they need to graduate, and also to go, if they plan on applying and attending a UC or Cal State. It is a newer course. AP European History was offered in the past, and it seems like that will be, AP Euro is going to be phased out, and AP World History is much more comprehensive too, because it covers World History, which is more aligned with the actual requirement of taking World History than specifically European History. No problem. And again, our teachers are open and available for their specific groups as well, if you have other specific questions, but more than happy to help answer specific questions in here too.
I have a real quick question. I'm on a phone and I have a really tiny screen. There's links that you go to talk to the teachers that do the different classes. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. And I'm trying to get my daughter to join on her computer. Is there someone that can let her in the meeting?
Yes,
I've been
absolutely.
trying to join. Okay, thanks.
Miss Smith, are you available to let someone in?
I think she might have switched over to her own personal Google Meet. So, oh, there she is. Ms. Smith, can you let someone in the meeting?
Yes, I did. I'm sorry. I can't run my other meeting and this meeting because I can hear this meeting. I had to leave for a minute.
No problem. It looks like that student actually just joined. So thank you, Ms. Smith.
You're welcome.
I'm going to switch over to my meeting in case anybody wants general questions.
Ms. Dressler is the AP guru. So if you have general questions, please feel free to join her group. But I'm also more than happy to answer questions as well.
Okay, somebody wants me in my other meeting again, so I have to leave this meeting. So if anybody wants in,
Can
I'll
you
be back.
can you post the link to? I have it.
Great minds think alike. Do, 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 do.
Jen, that's a great question. So if you are unsure, you can contact Ms. Stressler, or I know your kid's name, so I can check too, and we'll let you know. I'll let you know by tomorrow morning if they're signed up. And like Mr. O'Connor said, their teacher would know as well. So you can check with their teacher, but I'm happy to check too.
They were looking for you, Goldman.
So I've got two meetings going on here, but no one's in the other one. So
Yeah, I tried to hold the
Same.
two. I have the two going on, but when I got somebody popped into the other one and you guys started talking, I can't.
mute
Yeah.
tab. Mute tab.
You can mute the tab.
There's a little extension, or you might have it on your tab if you right click. Well, mute site. But so I have two different windows open.
Mute site. Fantastic. Now I can stop leaving the meeting.
And
Thank you.
there's one for muting tabs too. That's an extension.
Okay. To register for the AP test, your child needs to be registered in the AP classroom for the exam that they want to take. They should do that with their teacher in their AP class, and then when they do that, they'll automatically be registered for the exam. And then we can make sure the AP coordinator, Ms. Stressler, will go through and make sure that all the kids who want to be signed up are signed up after the deadline on the 26th.
Okay, thanks. My daughter took, she's sitting here with me now. She took AP Computer Science in fall, and the test was going to be happening in spring. And so she was like, I don't remember registering. So
as long as she signed up for that AP classroom, she's probably signed up. And I think she can check her status inside her AP classroom.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And if she has questions, she should email Ms. Stressler, and Ms. Stressler can tell her yes or no.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. What he should have done.
Hi, Jen. Just to let you know, Jeff should be all set and registered for the test. So,
Thank you, Alan.
and hi, everyone.
And I assume Freddie is too, but I haven't looked it up. But
Yeah, the AP teacher can tell you as well.
one of the questions would be if somebody wanted to sign up for an AP exam, but they weren't in the class. So I guess they'd have to talk to Stressler for.
And that's happened quite
Yeah.
a few times, right? In your experience?
That happens a lot with me, especially with Spanish. I always have a lot of students that end up showing up for the exam that I have no clue when I get the list of who took it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking, I'm like, wait, I don't know this kid.
Every year we get a couple of them, of kids who didn't sign up in your class. That's fine. They can do that.
2 years
College Board will happily take your $95 if
2 years ago, I had 2 8th graders that came from a dual immersion school. So they had gotten Spanish, K through 8th. And one of them is currently a student of ours, Mr. Malacker's son, Diego. So he took it as a 8th grader and passed it with the 5. They're trying to do the same thing for Philip, but, because of COVID and stuff, we weren't able to sign him up. We didn't know what the process was last year. So he's currently as a freshman in my AP class. So that's why when the whole question, like, there's no age limit. Anybody can take it.
Right. They'll take you $95 if you have to.
Yeah. My biggest issue I've had with students signing up is that they previously had signed up for a college board account and can't remember.
Yeah.
So when they put in their info,
College Board's been pretty good about if you call them and get somebody on the phone, and you got to stay with it. But
yeah,
you can usually get it.
Yeah, they are. And I told them, it's going to take you about an hour. It's going to take you about an hour. But
thank you, Jen. Have a great night.
We'll take more Grextons. That's fine.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just us left.
I'm going to stop recording.